Are ready to run and play with the A&L fam. Hello everyone. Grab your tire toy, Leyla. It's time to play. Surprise live. How fun is that? If you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this in the future, say hi in the comments. Let's see who's watching the runbacks. We have some exciting updates for Tucker and Apollo and how they're getting along. I have an exciting event I'm going to talk about on the stream today. And obviously, we're going to talk whatever the A&L fam wants to discuss and brings up. So it's going to be a fun stream. Charlie's back. Charlie, you're the first one in here. Hello. Tucker is in here. Hello, A&L fam. Hi, Tucker. BJ said good morning. BJ, so my first order of business here today on stream, I just sent you an email with a link. It's for an event that I want to talk about on the stream today, but I didn't know how to share it on the stream because I can't comment. But if you could copy that email I sent you, BJ, the link for it, and throw it in the comments, then I could pin it and we'll talk about it more. It's for like an event in the end of August. Is Tucker going to be in the stream? Possibly. I think my mom just went on a walk with him, but she shouldn't. We should still be streaming when she gets back, so I could probably show him. Ruth is here. Hi, Stephen, Apollo, Leyla, and Tucker. Hello. BJ said, okay, check it out. Thank you. Thank you, BJ. Hello, Apollo, Leyla, Tucker, and Stephen from Mark Crow. Hello. How are you all today? Happy Tuesday. Tucker said, how am I doing? Leyla, can I get that bally? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So guys, Apollo was off leash for the first time ever around Tucker yesterday. We need claps in the chat for Mr. Apollo, becoming nicer and nicer by the day. So we took BJ's advice. I don't know if BJ's in the stream because I just sent her on an endeavor to her email. But if BJ can hear me, we took your advice, BJ, and we got a muzzle for Apollo so that they could be together without like any serious risk, you know? And it went amazing. Apollo was not aggressive, not even once, which was awesome. Ruth said, hope everyone is doing good today. Alrighty. Thank you, BJ, for the link. Let's see if I could pin it. All right, so the link I just pinned, it's an article. So, okay, let me backtrack. So my friend is holding this event at the end of August where he's attempting to run 100 miles for his aunt that just passed away. And it's a beautiful event. I'm probably going to go to it myself. Actually, I'm definitely going to go to it and run some of it. And he intends to live stream it. And I thought you guys would enjoy reading the article about what he's running for. He's a great person. So I wanted to get that link pinned up in here, try to get him some clicks on it. I think he went out of his way to reach out to a newspaper or something. And this is the first article about it. So it's pretty cool. Tucker said, did you do the who is the real Tucker vote yet? No, Tucker. You want to do that today? How can we word it so that everybody can vote for it? BJ said, I'm thrilled that you tried the muzzle. Yes, BJ, that was an awesome idea. Thank you so much. It worked absolutely tremendously. And now we can start going into the next phase of building the trust with Tucker and Apollo where they could be together, like completely together. So it worked great. Who is the real Tucker? OG, A&L Fam, Tucker, or Puppy Tucker? All right, who is the real Tucker? Jens is here. Sorry for the late check-in. Super busy today. No worries, Jens. Luann is here. Hi, Steven and the poopers. Hi, Luann. Thank you for the hearts and the amazingly cute emojis. BJ said, article is amazing about the 100-mile run, a good read. So if anybody's just popping in now and missed it when I said it in the very beginning, I pinned a link from BJ. It's an event that one of my good friends from high school is holding. He's attempting to run 100 miles for one of his loved ones that recently passed away. And when the event is occurring, I'm going to be there myself, and I'm going to run with him. But it's a beautiful thing he's trying to do, and I think you guys will enjoy reading about it. And I'm going to try to support him any way I can leading up to it. So, sharing this article is just the least I could do. He's going to attempt to live stream it himself when it happens. And maybe I will as well if I'm running with him. Oh my gosh, I got to turn off the pool water. I almost forgot. Peter says, so nice of BJ to send the link. Yes, BJ is spectacular. Oh, Layla's going to the bathroom. Luann said, I am well, Jens. Thank you. Wow, 100 miles. Let's go. Yes, so Jens, he thinks he can do it in about 20 hours. That's what he's trying to do. Hey, Lil Bro's in the chat, and Connie's in the chat. Hey, Steven, Layla, and Apollo. Everyone, much love. I will be just in the background. Too much pain still. Sorry you're having some pain, Connie, but good to see you in the chat. 100-mile run around Packanack Lake. Yes, so it's in, I believe, Wayne, which is pretty close to me. It's only like 25 minutes away. I think I'll probably try to run 10 miles. I think that's a good amount I could push myself. And you guys, when I posted about how I ran 5 miles on Sunday, you said you got to do 10 miles next. So there you go. I could probably do a good amount of it. Tucker, how much do you think you could do? BJ said, hi, Connie. Glad you are here at least to be with us. Hope you feel better soon. Who voted for the puppy? Tucker, the puppy is currently winning right now. You got to get some of your friends in this stream and say, hey, vote for me. GK said, I will not be ignored. Hit that like button. What's up, GIK? BJ said, I'm glad you are feeling better today, Luann. Yes, Luann, everybody was saying you had a doctor's appointment, and I hope it all went well. You got some good news. I can't come, but I probably could do around 20 miles. Wish me luck because I have a baseball game, so I don't think I can make it to the second. Good luck, Lo Bro. I hope your game goes well. Dwayne is in the chat. Running is by far the toughest exercise. Dwayne, I love running. I don't know what about running, but it gets you in the zone. Oh, we have a puppy tug of war. Vote quickly before it ends. Who's going to win, Apollo or Leyla? Yes, thank you, BJ from Luann. Okay, Jen, see you later. How am I losing, said Tucker. No. I don't know, Tucker. I think everybody loves the puppy. All right. Yes, it went well, but the actual news of the biopsies won't be for a few days. All right, Luann. Well, we're praying for you. We're thinking of you, and I hope all goes well. I hate waiting. Yeah, you can't help but worry, right, while you're waiting. I actually had to run to my aunt's house this morning, because she left in like a very big hurry in the morning for some reason. And she was like, can you please just go to my house? I forget if I left like my iron plugged in or something, whatever, the curling iron or whatever that is. So I had to go over there and ease her mind because she was worried about it. It was not plugged in, by the way, so she had nothing to worry. No frets. Never compete against animals, especially baby animals, LOL. Peter said, how could we say no to the little puppy Tucker? Exactly, Peter, right? It's actually pretty close, though. It's like 55-45. Lil Bro said, King Apollo. The king. Tucker said, I'm being replaced? No. Luann, keep us posted on how you are doing, thinking about you. Curling irons are no joke. Yeah, they could actually cause a fire if you leave them on, right? They get really hot. Yeah, Luann said they're super hot. BJ said, thoughts for tomato? Curling irons, burns, hurt. Well, luckily I don't have to use them ever. So I don't have to be around the heat. But it does seem dangerous if they're left on. I have felt the heat once or twice. Nothing is as hot as our host here. Aw, G-I-K. You really like Apollo and Leyla, huh? What's the poll right now? I can't see it. Wait, Tucker, what? Oh, what's the vote at? Currently, Puppy Tucker is winning with 57% of the vote. What up, homie, from ICOS in the chat? What's up? Bye, New York Yankees. Oh, Lil Bro's out of here. See you later. Can you do a backflip or a cartwheel? So there was a time in my life where I could do a backflip, a standing backflip. I got super addicted to trying to learn how to do it, and I did it way too much in the span of like a week that I literally like tore my stomach. My abs were like a level of soreness that is not healthy. They were like like my lower abs and stomach were just like completely sore. But there is a video of me doing it. I still have. Cartwheels are easy. Yes, I could do a cartwheel. I did gymnastics for like 3 or 4 years before I started playing football. I think from like kindergarten to like 2nd grade, I did gymnastics, and then started playing football in 3rd grade, and that was the end of that for the gymnastics. But they're super fun. Gymnasts are great athletes. I've been here since 1K subscribers. Tucker, don't be sad. I think you should be happy that you're even getting this much of the vote. I thought Puppy Tucker was honestly going to get like 80%. Mark Rose said, but whenever you burn yourself, put some mustard on it, it works. Mustard? IC said, I could tell. BJ said, I am 70, so no backflips now, but when I was in high school, I did floor gymnastics, backflips, cartwheels, tensikas, a piece of cake. You look athletic. Thank you. I try to stay in my athletic shape. It's difficult now when you're not playing sports and you got work and all that, but as best I can. Actually, I ran so I like playing sports obviously, and then like long distance running. But yesterday, me and Anthony, my cousin, went to a track and we did like fast paced. We did 400 meter, like as fast as you could. And that was really hard. I was kind of surprised how hard that was. Derek is here. Good morning, my friends. Hello, Derek. So the fastest time I got was 1 minute and 9 seconds for a 400 meter run. I think that's pretty bad, but I don't train for it. Don't judge me. I just need to step away for a minute. I've got to address some posts, said Peter. All right, Peter, we'll see you in a second. Mustard for burns in a pinch. I've never heard of that, Mark. Tucker said, everyone think about if I lose no more heart spams. Tucker's threatening the A&L fam. Saying, you better vote for me. I have basketball tonight I'm actually super excited for. Maybe I'll have to do you guys know what a gainer is? Every year, I have to relearn how to do a gainer off the diving board. So a gainer is when you jump forward and you do a backflip. And I don't know why I have this mental block of doing a backflip. So I have to get over that every time I start again. Maybe that'd be funny to learn it on stream, and then I can learn it in 30 minutes to an hour, to get over that mental blockage. But it would be funny seeing me fail a couple times at first. Yeah, I'm not going down without a fight, said Tucker. BJ said, Tucker, you don't really feel that way. Do you really want to steal affection from the little puppy Tucker? I think Tucker would say yes. Why, yes, I do. Ruth said, I voted for you, Tucker. So, Ruth, you're on Team Tucker? Tucker said, no, BJ, I'm just being a politician. Tucker, I could see you being the class president or whatever those roles are when you run for student council. Ruth said, hey, BJ, I hope you and Sherman are both okay. Luann said, don't do that, Tucker. Mark Crow sent the hearts. Thank you, Mark. BJ said, I love you talking with Tucker. You have leadership potential. Tucker is the original, no politicians. You know, in the back of my mind before, I thought maybe I want to get into political the political realm at some point in my life. But it's such a toxic space. But I really think I have the best in mind for like people, and I'd make a good politician because like I'd actually want to represent the people in the best way I could and like look out for them and do things for the community versus I think other politicians that just grift. You're a talker, Steven, so you could. Brody said, is a gainer like a front motion somersault? So it's like when you jump, so like you're jumping off the diving board forward, like you're gonna do a normal flip, but instead of doing the front flip, you do a back flip. So you like spin backwards, but you jump off forward. So it's pretty cool. It's hard to do too. You know what's funny, Luann? You say I'm a talker, and it makes sense because on the stream, all I do all day is talk. But it's really ironic. Like I am a very quiet and like low-key person, so it's funny. Ruth said, hey Brody, miss seeing you in the chat. I think many people go into politics with good intentions, but after years go by the system changes them, they need a second career. Ooh, BJ, that might be the harsh reality. You're probably right. Brody said, I only know flips in wrestling terms. If I could donate you, I would donate $10. Thank you, Tucker. I appreciate the thought. Luann said, doesn't seem that way. I would not consider you shy. Luann, I am one of the most introverted. Actually, maybe I'm gassing it up a little bit. When I was younger, I used to be extremely introverted and like very shy. As I've gotten older, I think it came from a place of where I was very like self-conscious, caring about what others thought. And now I care less, so I'm able to be myself more, like around whoever. So I've kind of gotten over it a bit. But like I was one of those kids that like growing up, if I had to do like a presentation in class, I would literally have like nightmares for like a week leading up to it. Like I can't do it. Like freak out, cannot public speak, do not want to be the center of attention, all of that type of stuff. BJ said, I am pretty honest. I will always give you an honest but tempered answer. I gotta be honest, politics is best left due to the polarization. Glad to see you're back, Brody, said Ruth. So I wanted to say on the stream today, because I think, you know how Nicole sent in the chat her memberversary? I think some other people in the A&L Fam, I don't know who because I can't see, re-upped their memberships and didn't share it. I want you guys to share that because I want to thank you when you guys are doing that, you know? So I don't know who it was. I mean, I assume it was like, I actually don't know. Maybe BJ and Ruth, or I have no idea. Because I can see that like the memberships are renewed, but I can't see who they are. So next time you guys do that, definitely send it in the chat because I want to show you some love because that means a lot to me. Luann said I just wouldn't go to class. So this is a funny story I've probably never told on the stream before. So in college, I was a bio major and I was in evolution. It was, I think, my junior year. And the class was pretty easy, but like everybody was assigned like a 20-minute presentation and we would do one of them every class because they were so long. So there was like, you got your dates in the beginning of the year and then people would just go throughout the year. And would you rather do a coffee donation or membership? I'll get back to the story in a second. I realize I'm falling behind on the chat. Doesn't really matter, Brody. Any and all support, I really, really appreciate. So whatever you'd rather do, I'm for and I'm thankful for. My membership is in the second month now. Shout out, Ruth. Oh, you know what? I could probably see on your little badge next to your name, which it's just so small. That would be a giveaway. But thank you, Ruth. You're in the second month being an Apollo and Leyla member. Ruth sent all the amazing emojis. Tucker said, I'm way too young. Coffee, donation, Steven gets more money. Membership, someone gets emojis for a month as a gift. 18 Wheels, hello. So let me get back to my story. So I was so fearful to do this speech the whole year. I forget what my subject was even on, but I had it all finished, ready to go. It was the week of that I was supposed to do my 20 minutes presentation, right? I was freaking out the whole week leading into it, preparing every day, having nightmares every night. I literally get like short of breath and like fearful, like my heart's pumping, all that type of stuff. It's like 2 days before I'm supposed to go. I think the class was like a Thursday or something. It might have been like Tuesday. And guess what happened that week? All in-person classes got canceled due to coronavirus. That was the week. It was like March 20th of 2020 or whatever. So I never had to do the speech. I completely lucked out. All I had to do was like send in my presentation like to the professor, and I got like an A for the grade, and I never had to do it. I was so lucky. It was literally like within 48 hours. Luann said, I can't believe it's been a month already. That is kind of crazy, right? Oh my gosh, the time is just flying by. 18 Wheel said, Brody, James, what up? Tucker said, guys. Ruth said, can't find a message from you. Luann said, such good luck, wasn't it? I mean, the universe was just working in my favor that week. Just before I was gonna have to go. That would have been the worst experience of my life. Because at that stage, I was so scared to do that, and I would have done terrible, and it would have been like embarrassing. And it was 20 minutes. It wasn't like the speeches I had done up to that point were like 5 minutes. 20 minutes of misery up there. Oh my gosh, it would have been a nightmare. So thank you, universe, for making me not have to go through that. Luann sent the amazing emojis. Thank you, Luann. Peter said, I've got post to send out first thing tomorrow morning, Stephen. Peter, what is post? Is that like a post mail, like cards? I think that's what you mean. Jen said, hey, Stephen, sorry, I forgot to ask, how are you? And hi, BJ, Ruth, Peter. I am doing amazing, Jens. I hope you are as well. I'm very happy. Recently, I've been getting super back into all the fitness stuff, and my back is feeling great. So this is going to be my third game of basketball. The first week, I went like really light and easy because I was kind of nervous. Second week, a little bit more. I think this week, I'm just going to try to play like normal, like, you know, just play my normal basketball game. Ruth said mail. Interesting, Peter, you're sending some mail. You know, I don't think I've ever sent something in the mail. Is that maybe that would be a great poll for our double dose. Have you ever sent mail? I don't believe I have. 18 Wheel said, I've also posted a car who cut me straight up. Oh my goodness. Peter said, I sent posts to YouTube friends around the world. That is awesome. The Hookah Caterpillar is in the chat. Your pups are beautiful. Thank you so much. Let me say right now, you just reminded me, Hookah, if you guys are new, because I think this is the first time I've seen your name, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of Apollo and Leyla. We do live streams daily, twice a day actually, and post a lot of amazing shorts and videos, so we appreciate you all being here. BJ said, I have been sending mail for 70 years. Steven, you see how the Celtics are doing a fire sale for the 2026 draft? I have seen that, Brody. Did they get rid of Jaylen Brown yet? That was the next guy they were talking about who was going to leave. I think it's actually smart because Tatum's out the whole year, so why not just tank and then re-go at it again the year after? Steven, how far do you think you will run in the 100-mile run thing? I think I'll do 10 miles, but typically when I run, I go at like a 7-minute, 30-second pace. That's kind of like where, that's pretty easy for me. Like I can push to like 7-minute pace, and it's a lot harder. And I think from talking with my buddy, he's going to run this at like a 12 or 13-minute pace. So maybe I could run a lot more. Maybe I'll surprise myself if I'm going that slow and staying with him. So I don't know. Thank you all for the 20 likes so far, by the way. BJ said, if you ever sent a birthday card, you sent a post. I have never sent a birthday card in the mail. I have delivered birthday cards in person. You should wear a back brace when you play basketball for extra support. Oh, Luann, I might be too prideful for that. You're probably right, though. Mark Crow sent the hearts. Where's Tucker at, bro? Let's see if he's on, if he's back. We'll check in 5 minutes if he's back from the walk. Like the kind of movers wear? Yes, never been here. Saw the pups and stopped in. Well, welcome. Good to see ya. you found yourself a good little spot of YouTube. We have amazing people, cute puppies, and great conversations. So I'm sure you'll enjoy your time in here. My max sprint is 14 miles an hour. Build around Tatum, but also his injury has been proven. People can't get food numbers after like they did before. I would bet they keep Brown. Hookah liked and subscribed. Shout out Hookah. You can wear it under your shirt. The post I'm sending out tomorrow is a get well soon card for Khaleesi from Nature Dog Realms because she has been unwell in the past few days. Aw. Thoughts and prayers for Khaleesi. Nature Dog Realms is a great channel with great content. Also a supporter of the channel, so we love Nature Dog Realms here. I hope Khaleesi is doing better soon. That's a very nice gesture of you, Peter. Good running shoes can prevent a lot of back pain when running. That is sweet, Peter. Good for you. Megan's in the chat saying hi. My favorite running shoes I've ever had were the last pair I had. They were Adidas, and it felt like the back by the ankle or by like the heel was like curved. So when your foot hit the ground, it just naturally rolled forward. It felt so good. And I tried to get another pair like that when this one got old, and I couldn't find exactly like it, which was unfortunate. So if I somehow stayed that speed, I would run about 5 miles in 30 to 45 minutes. That's good. That's really good. Brody said, God, I can't spell. Brody, I can't spell, but my fingers can't type. Jertu said, Waza. What's up, Jertu? Get well soon, Khaleesi. From Ruth, Nature Dog Realms have written to me too and also sent me a present. Brody, Peter, that is so cool. Isn't that amazing how good friends you could become with just like someone on YouTube? Hookah said, all good, Brody. Danica's in the chat. Hello, the Croatian sensation. Hi, Danica. How you doing today? Brody said, thanks for people understanding, LOL. BJ said, I couldn't believe the difference when someone had me try a different brand and style. Then they quit making the running shoe. Tucker, the poll is tied. Oh my gosh. Don't lose hope yet. You might have your shot to win the poll still. Jertu said, I'm poor right now. I only have €2. Don't worry, Jertu. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I can definitely relate. Hello, Danica from Mark Crow. Ruth said, hi, Danica. Moy to Jertu as well. We are getting close to hitting 30 likes on the day. If you haven't double tapped your phone screen yet, definitely do so. Help us at 30. Let's go see if Tucker's around. We'll see if we can give you a puppy flash on the stream. Peter said, I'm a very famous channel supporter, Stephen. Lots of channels I support know my name. Well, you're definitely one of the best we've got too, Peter. Show us Tucker. Show us. Rulus is back. Apollo. Where's Tucker? Let's see if he's inside. I think Tucker may not be home. Yes, Tucker is not here right now. That's an L. But I could show you guys my running shoes if you want to see them. These are my ones. Dream Strike. They're not as good as my last pair. I wouldn't recommend them over these. I still have my last pair. They're a little worn out, so I don't use them as much. These ones were amazing. See how they have that curve on the back? I love these shoes. I wish I got another pair of these ones. All right, we'll go back outside now. Raw. Come on, outside. Is running your main activity? Do you do any other sports in any leagues? So, Rulus, I'm in a basketball league currently, and I go to the gym, like weightlifting twice a week, and then I run some of the days where I'm not lifting. I try to get some form of exercise in, basically. I would say like basically every day, probably more like 6 days a week. I'm doing some kind of activity. I'm watching this stream while running on the treadmill. That's perfect. Good setup. I'm going 6 miles per hour, light work. You may like Vessi's running shoes. Vessies, I've never heard of that brand. Are they new? Are they happening? I see that I am a famous still in these streams, said Jertsu. Of course. Fisher Boy Jertsu. Danica said, when is Apollo and Leyla going swimming? I wait for that day. Oh my gosh, Lil Bro sent the B short. Apollo and Leyla don't really love swimming that much, Danica, as surprising as that would be. They'll sit on the steps, but they're not, I think it's because we don't let them in the pool too often. They haven't gotten like so used to it. But we'll definitely let them in the pool soon. Perhaps this weekend. I think my parents are going down the shore. So it's easier for me to let them in the pool when there's nobody around, you know? Because then I could clean up the hair in there. BJ said, for members of Apollo and Leyla, there are 10 custom emojis and you get member badges over periods of time. The longer you are a member, excuse me. You also get special private posts from Steven. Yes, being a member not only supports the channel, which I am eternally grateful for, but it also gets you extra content, which is cool. Leyla, stop eating the grass. Stop it. I'm using Under Armour shoes and they help me a lot. Rula said, I see in at the gym 4 to 5 days a week, do plenty of cardio and walking. My sports are hockey, ice and roller, lacrosse. Do your dogs run with you? No, I've never taken the dogs running with me. I only play with them out here. And I feel like we run so much, or not we, they run so much on stream. I don't know if I really want them doing much more running. Actually, Rulis, a while back, Leyla got an injury. And before that was happening, I was running the dogs like insane amounts on the stream. And I've actually even tailed it back a little bit because I feel like, you know, we're out here for an hour and a half to 2 hours and they're basically running the whole time. So Brody said they are tough waterproof shoes. Bye to Jertsu from Ruth and bye to Peter. Do a belly flop when you go swimming with them next. Rulis, I love to watch ice hockey. I have a rink 10 miles away. So Rulis, I'm not a huge hockey fan. I basically only watch hockey when like the Rangers or the Devils are deep in the playoffs. But I'm sure it is a sport that takes a lot of dedication and skill. It looks very hard. Jertsu said, psych. Brody said, I do always wish I could ice skate because I wanted to be a goalie. I haven't gone ice skating in a long time. There is an ice skating rink, like an indoor one right near me. But I haven't gone to it in years and years and years. Rula said, Bumblebee, that's because you're awesome. Come on, NJ Devils. Brody's ice hockey moves so fast and tempers do flare. Oh yeah, the fighting culture of hockey is so fun. Especially in the NHL, how they just are allowed to actually like have fights. It's like the only sport. Let's see which Tucker is winning. Oh my gosh, Puppy Tucker is back in the lead, 52%. It's still very close though. Jertsu, you're known for saying psych. Brody said at least they let the fights to get the tempers out. That's why they have no teeth, all the hockey players. You retired from hockey at 9? BJ said, we have the Silvertips Hockey Club near me, even if the NHL hates it. It's too ingrained in the culture of the sport. They could never like get rid of it fully. Lil Bro said, I used to play hockey. So the only sports I've played in my life are football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse, soccer, gymnastics, if you consider that. I think that's it. Brody said, I love learning about enforcers. BJ said, I used to train in a gym with a hockey player. He was tough, but a really nice person. Tucker, I'll guess Ashley. Let me get those eye boogies, Leyla. Let me get those eye boogies. Rula said, I'm actually a Syracuse graduate, went to every home lacrosse game and bought my first legal beer at the stadium. You went to Syracuse. Wow, that's a great school. Growing up, I loved Syracuse. Their basketball team, I was a big fan. So I went to a college called Ramapo College. Basically because it was near me, so I could commute to it. Tucker said, nope, starts with an I as an inch. Alexandra, said Ruth. Enforcers I learned about would skate out and be like, mind fighting me? I need to get my team going. And most would say yes, LOL. Is that really a thing? I didn't know it was like that. I thought they had to actually be like legitimately angry at somebody. That's like when the MLB coach gets like thrown out and goes off on the umpires just to like spark the team. Rula said whenever they play Rutgers or Princeton, I go. That's really cool. B just said very good school and great sports teams at Syracuse. Ruth said Iris. How about Isabel? Adriana Turcado is back in the chat. Just as we hit 30 likes on the part 1 stream. What's up, Adriana? Good to see ya. Happy Tuesday. Brody said, yeah, they asked, then dropped gloves because once the gloves drop, it's a penalty. Layla Loaf. You should watch the NCAA lacrosse playoffs. It's just like March Madness basketball tourney. Princeton and Q's played in playoffs this year. It was awesome. Morning, everyone from Northern California. Good morning. California dreaming. We're just about as far apart as you could get by being in America, but hello, hello. We are all the way over here on the East Coast in New Jersey. Good to see you in the chat. Tucker said super close, Steven, but it has one more sound you missed. What did I say? Isabel? Is it Isabella? California liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm sure Leyla appreciates that. And I have no doubt Apollo is thrilled. It is 10:30 a.m. where you are. It is 12:23 p.m. where I am. BJ said, thank you, California Dreamin'. It appears as though we've tuckered out Apollo. Ding, 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 correct for getting it. You in a heart spam. Let's go. Heart spam in the chat coming our way. BJ said it is 9:23 here on the West Coast. Beautiful babies. I have a Malamute named Lilo, and Bella is my part pit and beagle. Aw, they sound like adorable puppies. I love the names. Malamutes are big, right? Apollo. BJ said, moi, Jertsu. Maybe we need an Apollo and Leyla ice skating trip, meet and greet. Wouldn't that be fun? There's this lake near us called Greenwood Lake that's huge. And in the winters, when it freezes over, they have like huge, like almost like street fairs on the lake. That would be a really fun location to take Apollo and Leyla. CD said, yes. Adriana said, I'm about to watch Wimbledon tennis match. I'm a great tennis fan and #1 tennis chap, Yannick Sinner, is my idol. Adriana, Mr. Yannick Sinner, did you see the way he won his last match? With Dimitrov having to back out from the pec tear? Oh my gosh, he lucked out on that one. I feel bad for Dimitrov. Sinner was very nice in the interview after, saying he doesn't consider it a win and all that, being very respectful. But that was unfortunate. I mean, he was losing so much. He was losing 2-0. Malamutes are big dogs. A pit beagle must be interesting. Does it have beagle colors, said BJ. Is California Dreamin' a fan of the mamas and papas, LOL? Ciao to Ruth. So Adriana, I'm not the biggest Yannick Sinner fan with his allegations. I'm more of a Alcaraz. I love me some Ben Shelton, who's currently still in it. Obviously, I gotta show love to my boy Djokovic, being the Almost Croatian. Close enough. BJ said, I remember the Mamas and Papas. I know you do, BJ. LOL, great band. Danica said, I'm going swimming. I have a training session. See you later. Send love for Apollo and Leyla. Thanks for hanging out with us, Danica. Hope to see ya on the double dose later today. Adriana said, yes, I saw it. It was very unfortunate. Steven, guess my new fave song, My XXX. You know, I'm so out of the loop on music these days because I've only been listening to 1950s music for like the past month. BJ said, have a good swim, Adriana. Or Danica. Marcro said later to Danica. We named our channel this because I traveled 2,900 miles to live in California. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee. Wow. I think I want to hear some more about the backstory for that. Why did you decide to make such a far move? I guess, you know, your channel name, you were California dreaming, but has California lived up to the hype as well? How long ago was this move? Ruth said, enjoy your swim, Danica. BJ said, I remember the 50s music too, LOL. BJ, that's currently like my favorite genre of music. So Spotify has this 1950s hit playlist that I think Tucker might be home. I just play on like repeat. And like new songs pop up all the time and I add them to my master playlist of all the songs I like. Tazio said, what part of California? Stephen Wilhelm, it starts with an M. Kevin Gates, Big Gangsta is my guest, Tucker. It was because of a handsome man, and yes, the mountains are beautiful here and sunsets. Oh my gosh, it sounds like you're living a fairy tale. You picked up your life, you moved out to the beautiful state of California in the mountains and hills, and you found your Prince Charming? White Chocolate said, greetings, doggies. Hello, White Chocolate. Welcome to the stream today. Good to see you in the chat. Northern Cali. Memo Park said Tazio. Love Your Toy Pups is back with the hearts in the chat. Nice California Dreamin' sounds awesome. Northern Cali is so beautiful, said Brody. I've never been to Cali, but I'd love to visit one day. Ah, Moonlight? Oh, when you said XXX, XX Tentacion, I didn't put that together for a second. Yeah, that's a great song. Brody said the forest is pretty wild too out there. So is that where the redwood trees are at? Up there in Northern Cali? Supreme is tuning in from Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure where all that flooding is happening, Supreme. I don't know if you're anywhere near it, but prayers to everyone in Texas. There's been some horrible, horrible, horrible floods. Number 5 is Hope. Tazio said yes. Tucker, you took the lead in the poll again. You're up to 53%. Brody said it is also where my friend was a forest ranger. Northern Cali, redwoods, and the sequoia trees are beautiful, as is the Coastal Highway 101. Oh my goodness, I saw so many hearts popping up on the side of the chat. Thank you, everybody. Tucker, that's a great list. California Dreamin' said, yes, beautiful trees out here. All redwood trees. Supreme said, Ruth Freeman, hi. Hey, Nancy and her dog Odin is back in the chat saying, hello, Stephen. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. All right, let's see if I could get a glimpse of our boy Tucker. We're going to end the stream soon, but I want to deliver on the Tucker. The Tucker pupper. Stay, Apollo. Is Tucker around?
Oh, I just gave him his lunch. Come here, Tuck. Come here, Tucker. Tucker. Oh,
He wants to eat.
I just put down his lunch.
Hi there, buddy. When did you say you're going to an appointment with him? This week?
She's coming next week.
We'll have the chat guess how much they think he weighs. No Apollo. All right, I gotta. Apollo gets jealous. I gotta go back.
Tell everybody how well it's yesterday went.
Yeah, I did. Yes, gorgeous lakes, California. I camped around many of those lakes in the 70s, said BJ. Adriana said hi again. Mark Crow said hello to Nancy. And birthday boy Odin is incredible. Oh, it's Odin's birthday? Come on, outside. Come on. Food comes first. Natural instinct, huh? I can't say I blame him. Nancy said, hello, Mark. Thank you. Tucker looks like you offended. He's like, can't you see I'm trying to eat? He's like, you're really bothering me where I'm trying to eat. Tazia said, I have 3 large dogs, German Shepherd, Husky, and Doberman. Hey, that's a good mix. That sounds like a beautiful group you got. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet and you're new to the channel. BJ said, Tazio, all 3 great dogs. We have a bunch of amazing people in here. Everybody loves dogs. Everybody's a positive person. Good vibes on the streams. Daily, usually noon and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I shared you with a few friends. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That helps. Excuse me, my voice is going. That helps us out so much with growing the channel. So thank you, California Dreamin'. BJ said Odin sure loves swimming in his new pool. Leyla, give me a kissy. Give me a kissy. Oh, we have Leyla and Apollo in the background. Mr. Apollo. Felicia Stacy, I love your dogs. I'm so cute. Thank you, Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Nancy said, yes, he does. Oh, it's Odin's birthday. A very happy birthday to Odin from Ruth. Alrighty, folks. So we're just about to wrap it up for the part 1 stream today. We will be back live at 4 p.m. So about 3.5 hours from now. What is their favorite treat? Mine love carrots. I would have to say milk bones. We're pretty simple with treats. Apollo and Leyla just get these like milk bone little treats that they love. What we do when we end the streams is we spam the white hearts in the chat and the Tucker hearts and the Koopy hearts. Send the hearts, send the emojis. Let's go out on a great note. It was a fun stream again today. Lots of new names, and the OG A&L Fam continues to support us day in and day out. I had a lot of fun. This convo was great. Go see Odin on his birthday, said BJ, and she shared the link. Ruth sent the hearts in the chat. My dog likes steak, LOL. Oh, Brody. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to say before we leave the stream. Because, Brody, I don't think you were here when I said it last time. In the shopping center they have this section that I just discovered where they have a bunch of, like, interesting meats that are, like, these little packages. They look like burgers, but they're, like, I don't know, I guess ground meat. But they had, like, yak, bison, emu. They had all these weird ones. What do you guys think? Would you like seeing us like cook them and then having Apollo, Leyla, and I taste test them? Maybe I'd even invite over Rich or somebody. I think that could be a fun stream. Poll results. Ah, yes, we got to check the poll one last time. Nancy and BJ and Mark Crow and Mom sent the hearts in the chat. Who is the real Tucker? OG A&L Fam. Tucker is the winner chicken dinner. 53% on the day. Look at you, Tucker. You held on. Wow, Pupper Tucker is going to be a little disappointed when I tell him about this, A&L Fam. Connie said, see you later with the hearts. See you later, Connie. Yeah, Rocco would fight you for those element touches of prissy paws. Tucker said, yippee. Thank you for the hearts, Mark Crow. All right, A&L Fam, peace and love, everybody. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too, and I'll see you on the double dose at 4 p.m., everybody. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, everyone. See you later, folks.